Music executive Dave Jerkowski travels all over the country checking out bands. But when he wants to find something that always hits the right note, he stays close to home. It's west of the city, and it's called Adelle's.
It's a warm, welcoming neighborhood restaurant. My husband and I are here almost every evening to welcome guests and make them feel at home.
I like fresh, simple, clean food with global influences, kind of comfort food.
Comfort food that you remember from Sunday night dinners with your family and friends with our little twist.
Our whole deal is to be kind of a neighborhood restaurant. So we do cater to Wheaton, Glen Ellen, Naperville. When they leave, they say the food is just like being downtown. It's one of the best compliments that I can receive.
We always knew that if we worked hard, it would pay off in the end, and it's nice to see familiar faces every night, every week, every month.
I would want them to feel like they had an old-fashioned Sunday dinner at our restaurant where they didn't have to do the cooking, where the master was in the back.
Dave, you say that Adelle's is music to your ears. Tell us why you chose it.
You know what? I'm in the city all the time and out and about constantly. I'm always looking for something fresh and something new and something seasonal and something I can take my kids to and not get chicken tenders and hot dogs. Adelle's, someone tipped me off to a while back, about a year ago, became our family's little secret restaurant that we love to go to. Didn't have to drive that far, and Chef John seems to prepare the most amazing, freshest, seasonal entrees I can find, and we absolutely love it.
I really enjoyed the food. We went with a group, so it was me and my husband and 2 other people. It was a long drive, I will say, because we're, all city dwellers, but we kind of made an evening of it, and we lingered there for quite a while. The food was excellent. I know one of my friends had the Copper River salmon, which was a special, and we all got to taste each other's plates, which was wonderful, so I got to taste the variety. It was, the special that she had was excellent, and I had, I forget what it was called, but it was a steak there were strips of dried beets on it, and there was horseradish, mashed potatoes, and garlic beans, and I was just in heaven.
Well, Leonard?
I want to say I didn't like it because he wasn't so great.
Oh, you're mean.
I loved it, loved it, loved it. I love the atmosphere, I love the ambiance, I love the service, I love the food. If you want to drink before dinner, they have a wonderful outdoor patio. And then the people from Czech Police told me to go on a Thursday night because they play jazz. And I'm telling you, that was the piece de resistance. We're having this wonderful dinner, and there's this tiny little combo at the front of the restaurant playing soft jazz, and not progressive jazz, but the kind of jazz that people my age like Gershwin and Cole Porter. It was a wonderful dining experience. I'm looking forward to going back. I was pleased that I had the opportunity to go in there. Everything about it, soup to nuts.
Did you meet Chef John by any chance? Was he out and about?
No.
Sometimes he's milling about and will come out, and that's how we met him. At first we had our kids with us, and he came out and said, oh, well, you know what would you guys like? He took the time to talk to us and meet the kids and ask them, and that means a lot to us.
Sure.
Especially when you're taking people out on clients all the time.
Like Pam, I did one of everything from the appetizers.
Oh,
wow.
And each one of us had a different entree.
You
And we
can't
made
get
sure we
just
spread
one
it around.
appetizer. You
Am I
just
right?
can't.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you have the risotto by any chance?
We had the risotto, we had the beef. Now this is an American restaurant that
Right.
had wonderful risotto. We even had a pasta dish that was outstanding.
If you're impressed, then it's
I'm
definitely
telling
something.
you, in Wheaton, Illinois, on College
I know.
Avenue, I mean, it was wonderful.
That's why it's been our secret. I'm afraid to tell you.
Well, you told us now. We'll
It's
too
all
late for
good,
that.
though. I think anybody who goes will love it. It's a great experience.
I think what's most impressive about Chef John is the fact that he grew up in an Amish Mennonite family, and so he's very used to doing things the old-fashioned way, but he actually took it up a notch. He checked out of society for about 18 months and bought a piece of land with some friends and then basically lived off the land. And you were saying that you can definitely tell that he's in tune with nature.
Yeah, it's not a lot of sauces or not a lot of other stuff. You have your ingredients, like the soup I had, apple, carrot, ginger, with some kind of beets. You didn't even know the beets are in there until you stir this soup, and then little red specks start to float to the top, and you go, Here's my roasted beets.
And I had the
It was
black,
great.
and I had the black bean soup that was the best I've ever had.
So should I ask the Italian or the Irish about the wine?
Well, I'm not a huge wine person. I actually got to sample 3 wines because I had a white wine to begin with, and then I had a red wine to go with my steak. But the thing I liked the best was there was a Muscat dessert wine, and I'm a fool for dessert wines, and I was just ecstatic about that. It was very sweet and flowery and fruity, and in general, the wine service was really good. The waiter was good at making suggestions based on what you'd ordered and what your tastes were. He was a little bit obsequious, but, you know, it's more or less he just knew so much. He couldn't not, you know, be that way, and he was just very helpful. So I really enjoyed the wine selection.
What'd you get for dessert?
Oh God, the bread pudding. And I love bread pudding because I've been to New Orleans and I sampled the bread pudding all over. And I can't really even compare it because this was a chocolate bread pudding. And it's just like, oh, just kill me now. It's too much good on one plate.
We had a mango ice that was out of this world. We also had a rhubarb. There's a selection of like different cookies, one of which was a rhubarb cookie. Delicious. Just delicious.
Did you notice the wines? I don't know if you guys saw this. Any glass wine you can get in a 3-ounce pour. You can create your own wine flight there, which I think is very unique. Most places have a glass. You can get a glass. You can create your own flight of full glasses, but you can't make your own flight of just very small amounts. And that's what I did. I tried like 3 different things, and it was the equivalent of like a glass and a half, and it was a really neat way to try something new.
All right, Dave, you picked Adelle's. Give us a summary.
You know what? Worth every second of a train ride, drive, walk, bike path, however you're going to get there. Chef John is phenomenal, and you just got to eat it to believe it.
Leonard?
I would agree wholeheartedly, and again, I'm looking forward to going back. A wonderful dining experience. I was real pleased.
Pam?
I definitely loved the food. I would suggest it definitely to people who live in the area, or if you are in the city and you really need an escape, then definitely make a day of it and just go there and spend some time. It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
All right. Well, you can try Chef John's Creations at Adelle's, 1060 College Avenue in Wheaton, 630-784-8015. Open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $47. So in this week's